action.
There we go. Hello, everyone. Today is our last resiliency class. And what a good year to be having this class, huh? It has been, a tough one. We're doing it. I have really, really enjoyed the opportunity to be here with you this year. It feels good to be connecting, even if it's over our video screen. So maybe someday we'll get to meet each other in person. Okay, my second grader is helping me today, and he had an idea. Okay, come here, Colby. Come say hi. He had an idea. This is my second grader, Colby. Nemo wave. Okay, thank you. That we hold a stuffed animal, maybe when we're trying to calm down. And you know what? I thought that was a great idea. So you gave me this blue monkey, and while we are doing our finger tracing breath today, why not hold on to a stuffed animal? And friends, that's a great idea. If you ever need help calming down, you can go to a stuffed animal or an animal, whatever helps you feel good in your heart, okay? We are going to start with our finger tracing breath. Then we have a new sequence for today. And then we have one of my favorite kids' books, Finklehopper Frog. That is one resilient frog. Okay, friends, let's do our finger tracing breath. Sit up or lay down wherever you are. Put your thumb at the base of your pointer finger. Okay. Inhale, trace up. Exhale, trace down. Tall finger, inhale, trace up. Exhale, trace down. Ring finger, inhale, trace up. Exhale, trace down. Pinky finger, inhale, trace up. Exhale, trace down. Inhale, trace up, ring finger. Exhale, trace down. Tall finger, inhale, trace up. Exhale, trace down. Lastly, pointer finger, trace up. Exhale, trace down. Okay, now it's time to say goodbye to our stuffed animals or put them to the side. I'm going to throw mine to Colby over here. And then he is going to sit down and read. And I am going to go ahead and we'll get started. We're going to start our practice. Our yoga pose is a little different than on other days. So I'm sitting here in hero's pose, which really just means sitting on my heels. I'm going to inhale my arms up overhead and let them drop to one side and the other side. Then back to center. And now we'll go into child's pose. Remember, knees either together or apart. Letting your head drop to the mat. Big inhale and exhale here. Okay, friends. Now let's come up just halfway. We're going to take one hand and walk it behind us a little bit, like if you were on a mat or if you are on a mat. Put your hand there, and then your other hand comes in front of you next to the mat. Okay, so just in a line, get a nice stretch here. I might move my back hand even a little further back. Okay, and now I'm going to walk my hands to the other side. One hand in front, one hand in back, getting a nice stretch. Okay, and now, friends, realizing that my cards are in a different order, we'll go ahead and come to tabletop and walk your hands one step forward, tuck your toes, and we'll go into our first down dog. We pedal one foot and then the other. Good, and then find some stillness. You can wiggle into anything that's feeling tight for you. Now shift forward into your high plank and then lower down to the mat. Now friends, this is a little different. You have the option here of doing cobra, or you can bring your hand around back and use your back muscles to pick up your front into snake position. Snake pose. Okay. Now push back up. Here we are in tabletop. Once again, you can scoot your hands one step up, tap your toes back into into downward dog. Good, friends. Step your feet between your hands. Inhale up overhead. Once again, shifting to one side and then the other. There we go. Now, friends, we're going to do what's called a sun breath sequence. So inhale your hands back up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, touch your knees, halfway lift. Exhale, touch your toes. Inhale your arms up overhead. And exhale your hands back to heart. This little sequence really helps you link your breath to your movement, if that's something that's interesting to you. If it's not interesting to you, don't worry about it one bit. Okay, here we go again. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Inhale, up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Okay, friends, now we're going to do something with a full chaturanga in it. Okay, so here we go. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. This time we'll plant our hands. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat. Come into your high plank. I will do my knees down for this first one. Okay, exhale down. Inhale into cobra or up dog. Exhale into child's pose, or we all meet together in downward dog. Very good. Step your feet up between your hands. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back into plank. I'll keep my knees up this time. Exhale into, there we go, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale into child's pose, or we all meet in downward dog. Very good. Now, friends, we're going to do something a little different. Inhale, one leg high to the sky. Nice long line from your head to your toe. Then exhaling, bring your knee toward your nose. Plant your foot on your mat and drop your back heel. Okay? Inhale, your arms up overhead. Good. We're in warrior one. Exhaling, turn your hips to warrior two. Very good. Shift your front hand forward. Tick-tock your front hand to the ground and your top hand to the sky. Very good. Okay. Inhale, arms back to warrior two. Tip your front hand up, palm to the sky. And bring that up high. Your back hand touches your leg. Rest on your leg. Very good. Now we'll do something called windmilling our hand. So windmill your hand back to your mat. Bring your front leg back. And we'll do our chaturanga, okay? Inhale here. Drop your knees or not. Exhale down. Inhale to cobra or up dog. And exhale back into downward dog. Very good, friends. Now with the other leg high to the sky, okay? Now exhale it, bring it toward your nose, and plant your foot between your hands. Drop your back heel on the ground, and inhale up for warrior one. Very good. Nice high to the sky. Now shift your hips to the side for warrior two. Hands parallel to the ground, front and back. Very good. Okay. Shift forward over that front hand. Tick-tock it to the ground. Gaze goes toward the sky on your back hand. Very good. Okay. Back to warrior two. And then, front hand to the sky, and your palm was facing up, and now it's high to the sky. Very good. Now windmill your hands to the mat once more. Front foot back. I will drop my knees for this Chaturanga. Exhaling to the mat. Inhale, push up. Exhale into child's pose. And we all meet in our downward dog. Okay, friends. Step your feet between your hands. Inhale your arms up overhead. We will do one more sun breath, okay? So inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. And then inhale your arms up overhead, hands to heart. Now, friends, we are going to do chair. Something we've only done a couple times. So I'll turn sideways here. Remember, when you're going into your chair, you want your bottom legs nice and straight and your hips going back like you're sitting in a chair. Okay? Okay. So arms out front. We are going to do a new pose called revolved prayer twist. Okay? You bring your hands here, and then you bring one elbow outside of the opposite knee, like this. If this feels uncomfortable to you or hurts, you can bring your elbow to the middle of your knee, or you can bring one hand to your hip and the other hand to your knee. Okay? Whatever feels best in your body. I will stay here for this one. This kind of works the legs, doesn't it? Feel a little burning there. Okay, let's come back to center. Arms up overhead, hands to heart. Give our legs a little break. Very good. Okay, let's go back to our chair. Hands here. Your elbow was outside of your knee, or remember, between your knees, or holding onto your hips. I'll stay here this time. I'm looking toward the side wall. This is a good leg workout. Okay, friends, back to center. Inhale, arms up overhead. We'll do one more sun breath. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, touch the floor. Inhale, arms up overhead and to heart. Next, we'll do our tree pose. Standing, pushing your weight on one leg. The other foot is kickstanded, hands to heart. Colby, would you like to come do tree with me? Colby's going to help us out with this. Okay, come here. Standing on one leg. Kickstanding, yes. Colby is taking another variation. And you know what, friends? It's perfectly okay to fall out of your tree. Maybe you're trying. Look at something that's not moving. Okay, and both feet back to the ground. It's also totally fine to hang on to a friend or to hang on to a wall. Here. Okay. Standing on one leg. Kickstanding the other leg. Hands to heart or a buddy. And then raise your hands to the sky. There, if you're ready, we're doing a partner pose, aren't we? Okay, high five. And you both make sure I'm doing all right. All right, friends. Now we are going to do one final kind of fun challenge pose. So we're going to do crow. I can't remember if this is something we have done before, but let's try it. You almost could also be called frog in honor of our book today. You're going to put your hands on the mat or carpet about 18 inches in front of your feet, okay? I'm up on the balls of my feet here, balancing. Next, I'm going to bend my elbows because my triceps here are going to be the shelf for my legs. Finally, let's see, I'm noticing my hands don't feel quite right. Well, just a little bit. Look out in front of you, and then you can lift one toe off the ground, and then if you feel ready, you can lift the other toe off. Just kind of play with it a little bit. Okay? All right, you can pause the camera, play with that a little bit, or you can leave it. All right, friends, last pose is, let's bring our feet in front of us. Nice and long. Lead with your heart, not with your head. Just forward fold a bit. There. Okay. Very good. Okay, friends, now let's bring one leg wide and one foot, your other foot is in towards your side, okay? Noticing this is getting a little bit loud. Okay. Belly button toward your side, forward fold. Remember, you can touch your foot, you can touch your shin, or you can touch your side. Whatever gives you a good stretch. You can even bend your knee a bit. That's nice for you. Lower your head. Let's take a little rest. Okay, friends, let's do a little switcheroo. Other leg long, other leg in, belly button toward your leg. Down you go. Yet remember, you can have your knee bent if that feels good for you. We're getting there. Okay. From here, let's bring the bent knee long. We have our knees wide, or our legs wide. Now for me, this is hard to fold any more further forward, fold further forward than this. So you don't want to hurt here. You can also pop your knees up if that feels better to you. Figure out whatever works best for your body. Sometimes once you're in a pose a little bit, you find a little more room. So just listen carefully to your body. Okay, here from friends, let's go to boat pose, okay? Feet down, knees up. You know this drill. Okay, find your boat. Feet up. I'm going to find my boat today. Yeah, I think this will do. Feel free to straighten your legs. Or not. I'm keeping mine here today, I think. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Kobe's working hard behind the camera. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good, friends. Okay, now for the relaxing part. Okay, go ahead and lie back on your mat or carpet. Knees high, feet planted, arms wide. Let your knees drop to one side, your nose faces the other side. Whew, take a nice big breath in here. Okay, let's shift our knees to the other side, nose to the other side. Okay, knees to the sky, friends. Pick up our feet, bring them to the sky. There you go. Notice that slight sensation of your feet and bottom of your calf area getting lighter when your feet are up in the sky. Okay, I'm going to bring my hands behind my thighs, bend my knees, and rock up to seated. Friends, let's end our last yoga sequence with a volcano breath. Gosh, there's so many people who could use some love this time of year, huh? Bring them to mind. And I'll bring someone to my mind. Inhale your arms up overhead. Imagine their face. And exhale, send them your love. Very good, friends. Okay, to finish today, we are going to read the super cute book. Now, for some of you, it might seem a little young, but there is a great message in this book. Okay, Colby. Okay, friends, Finklehopper Frog. Let me get all set up here. There we go. Finklehopper, Finklehopper, Finklehopper Frog saw that all the other folks were going out to jog. Finklehopper whispered, "I will buy a jogging suit. I'll get myself a jazzy one, a dandy one, a beaut." He is feeling inspired, right? He wants to get out there and move his body. So Finkel got his hat and coat and locked his little door, then hopped to Mrs. Chimpanzee's. She ran the clothing store. Guy's got some pizzazz, doesn't he? He checked out all the jogging suits. A lot of them were cute. He told her he was looking for a really special suit. She reached beneath the counter and came up with something wild, a suit with pink and purple dots. And Finklehopper smiled. The man can wear color. He touched it and he smoothed it and he held it to his chin. The suit was really rockin'. Let my jogging days begin. So home he hurried happy, put the suit on right away, and off he went to show the crowd he would jog with them today. He hippied and he hoppied and he sang a sweet kerchog until he started wondering, is this the way to jog? Maybe it doesn't look like the people he saw. His mind is starting to wonder. Now coming down the other way was Itchy Flea the dog, and Itchy nearly choked himself from laughing at the frog. Finklehopper, Finklehopper, Finklehopper Frog. That's a stupid jogging suit, said Itchy Flea the dog. And man, you're only hopping. That is not the way to jog. Oh no, look at Finklehopper's face. Those were very unkind words. Finklehopper sputtered and he muttered in a fog, "I've got my jazzy jogging suit, and now I want to jog." Then Yellery and the alley cat with half a bitten ear and fur a little patchy came a-trottin' from the rear. Finklehopper, Finklehopper, Finklehopper Frog, your jogging suit is goofy, and you don't know how to jog. She gave a silly giggle and she flipped her fuzzy tail, and off she went and hollered, "Did you get it at a sale?" Now look at Finklehopper, poor man. Now Finkel's heart was heavy, and he hoped it didn't show. He bopped along determined he would never let them know. He's trying to hide his feelings, isn't he? But then a rabbit came along, a ribbon on her head, a boing, a boing, a boing, a boing, and this is what she said. "My name is Ruby Rabbit. Hey, you're looking pretty cute. A hoppin' and a boppin' in your hippie hoppin' suit." Hoppin' suit. "You're calling this a hopping suit," said Finklehopper Frog. And Ruby said, "Of course it is. We hop, we never jog." So Finklehopper, keep on doing what you always do, 'cause hopping is the way to go, the perfect way for you. That Ruby, she's such a good friend. That little lizard there. When Finkel winked a froggy eye, "Oh, Ruby, now I see that everyone has special things to do and say and be. We all can hop or jog or fly or crawl or leap or run and get to anywhere we want. There's room for everyone." See some of the different animals there pushing his tadpole. They're doing it, aren't they? Look, a wheelchair. They all have different things that might look. This guy's wearing roller skates to keep up. Okay, friends, This is one of my favorite books because Finklehopper has such great spirit. But in pulling it back to the resiliency, let's think about his mind, his exercise for his body, and his social, right? His social aspect of resiliency. So we see Finklehopper wants to do the right thing for his body, right? He's excited. He wants to get out there, do some jogging, feels inspired. His mind is in the right place. He wants to he's got some gusto. He's get up and go. Then, socially, he's hurt, right? He feels that nasty dog and cat, they pushed him down, and he started to doubt whether he was really in for it, whether he was good enough. And he started to kind of withdraw away, right? He said, I will never let them know. He didn't want to share his feelings with the people around him. But then he kept going. That was the trick right there. He kept going a bit. He didn't lose hope. And sure enough, a social gift came to him, that little cute bunny Ruby Rabbit, right? And she said, you're just fine. You're just fine. And he was able to hear that in his heart because his heart space was still open to making a connection with his buddies, okay? And I know each of you, you can connect socially. You can rise above those stinking dogs and cats that get in your way and bring you down, okay? You have power in your body. You have power in your mind. You have power in your community. I wish each of you the best, and thank you for all the time that you spent with me these past couple months.